Check, check. Check one, two. Check. Am I live? Let me know if I'm live, y'all. Yeah, Rich, hit that request button so I can bring you into the joint.
Rich, how you looking?
Yeah.
Okay, much
That's
better.
better?
Yes, much
All
better.
right.
How's it working on your side?
Now I see everything. Now I see the comments and everything.
Okay, done deal. All right, so Rich, let's get into some real talk, man. Let's pick up the pace a little bit.
All right.
The $1 million question. Every matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna start it off. We got a couple of people trying to come into the conversation. Let's start it off with some questions. Women only, women only. We got enough dudes in here. If you got a question, hit that request button, jump into it. Who we got?
Yo,
Okay.
if you listen, if y'all gonna request to come in, at least request to come in with something to say. Don't come in and do the come on. We too grown up to be doing this on the thing.
All right, so let's me and you set it off. If anybody's trying to come in, hit the request button. We'll get to you. Rich, I want to ask a question that every woman in the
Yo,
world has asked. Every woman in the world want to know: is there anything a woman can do to keep her man from cheating? Period.
absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
You
elaborate.
think there is?
Okay, hold on. Yes, I think I definitely think a woman can do. I definitely think it's things women can do to keep their man from cheating. I think I
Okay.
understand where you're coming from, and this is a conversation we need to have.
Okay.
So let's go backwards. Do you think all men cheat?
No, I do not think all men cheat.
But
But I
you
don't think
don't
that
think?
I don't think go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think all men cheat, but I don't think that there's anything that a woman can do to keep a man from cheating. I think a man cheating is solely based on who he is as a person. Based on a woman can do everything. She can do candles, she can do flowers, she can do negligee, she can work out every single day. She can do everything. The reality is this: if that man has a wandering eye, he is going to feed his need. Period. There's nothing a woman can do. If you can quench your sexual appetite and have sex 6, 7, 8, 20 times a week, if that man is out in them streets and he's seeing something different, and it might just be simple as that, he wants something different. I think we did
Hmm.
the same Satan last week. For every beautiful woman, there's a dude who's sick of smashing. It's just the reality. If that man, and I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything, I'm just saying that if you have a man that he wants to cheat, there's absolutely nothing in the world. How many times have we heard? I got one for you, Sean. How many times have we heard
Hmm.
this? Why would you fuck with her? She don't look nowhere near as good as me. Why
That's
would you
real.
fuck with her? She a broke ass bird bitch from the club. Why would you risk it all for that? When you got me right here. I got a job. I'm good looking. I love you. I feed you. I rub your crusty feet. Why would you risk it? How many times have we heard that?
A million
And that nigga
times.
still step out. He still step out.
Yeah, that's real talk, Rich. That's real talk. You know, when you put it like that, right?
Right?
Man to man, I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you because it really do come down to the person.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask it a different way. Is it anything a woman can do to lower the odds, lower the chances of her man stepping out? I know she ain't in control of this man when he walk out the door, but is it anything she can do to at least make him think twice when he get out there in
You
the
know what I think it
streets?
comes down to, Sean? You know
Huh.
what I think it comes down to? I think it comes down to your sense of loyalty. There's a beautiful woman on every corner. There's a beautiful woman at every red light. There's a beautiful woman on every train. 2 train, 4 train, 7 train, don't matter. There's a shitload of beautiful women. If you are loyal to your woman and you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to hurt my woman. I don't want to put my woman through any of the nonsense. Is this nonsense worth it for me to go to do that to my woman? Then I think you got the man. I think women are thinking that, yo, I look good. I got this. I got that. That's what's going to keep your man. The reality is that dude got to be loyal to you, and he got to never want to hurt you. He has to not want to see you in pain. And that's what will make him, to me, that's what will make him think twice about doing some shit, stepping out and with his indiscretions, because in his mind, he like, I don't want to hurt her. Like, that's my soulmate. That's my friend. That's my partner. That's my ace. I don't want to hurt her. And that would be more of an opportunity to keep him on the straight and narrow than you being bad, you being sexy, you having a car and some money in a bag. That don't really, because when you really think about it, it really probably never amounts to any of that. That's probably not why he cheated in the first place. Was because you look better, because he looked better than you. That could be a reason. There's an upgrade when it comes to sex. But 9 out of 10 times, a dude is not looking like she looked better than my girl. It's an opportunity thing. It's just
All right, Rich, I want to.
It's by chance, yo.
You said it's like what?
So go ahead. It's like a chance opportunity.
I want to bring somebody in this conversation. We got wild people trying to come in this conversation. Only come in the conversation if you have a legitimate question, if you're really trying to get some information. No men, no men. Women only.
No.
Hi.
Yes. What's up, beloved?
Hi, I'm Noni.
What's your name?
Noni.
Noni? Okay.
Nice to meet you guys.
What up? What up? Not sure what happened to a connection.
Come on, y'all.
If you're trying to get in conversation, hit that request button.
Hey.
Oh, no. No dudes. No dudes.
Especially no nigga laying
I didn't know that, bro. I just got on. You hear me?
Nah, no problem.
What's up, Rich? Brother? I was gonna speak on the point y'all was just talking about with the guys cheat. No, I feel if
Okay, we only let ladies in the conversation. Like, please, no dudes. Not tonight. It'll be another night where you could jump in the conversation, because it's like 100 requests in here. Let me just see if we got some women.
No niggas laying on the couch with no wife beat on, with his fucking feet up in the air. Like, come on, bro.
And if you got some real questions, put it in the comment. We'll address it. I see a couple of questions in the comments, so if you got questions, put them in the comments. Okay, who we got? Okay, if not, we're gonna keep it, because every time I hit the request button, every time I allow somebody in, I don't know if Instagram works. Okay, there we go.
I'm back.
What up, girl?
Okay.
What up, girl?
So my question is, do you think that there's redemption after cheating? Do you think
Wow. Wow. Prez, you
on
want to take
either part?
Prez, you want to take that?
Do I think that either one of us, is there redemption after cheating?
Yes.
Okay, her signal is nasty, but I answer the question. Yes, of course. I definitely think it goes to what you said, Rich, and I think you articulated it, better than, I probably could have. But truth of the matter is, it really do come down. Do you not want to hurt the person that you with? Period. When you're about to make that decision, that can change your life, that can change her life, that can change your relationship. Do you not want to hurt that person? Do you not want to walk in the door and one day see the person you love in pain for something that you brought into the relationship? So I couldn't agree with you more. So with that being said, I definitely think it's absolutely redemption. But again, I think you got to know who you with. And some dude, and this is a good matter of fact, we saying dudes, and we're gonna do it because we're both men. But some dudes, that's just where they at in life. They hunters and gatherers. You ain't gonna change a man that is out there. Like if he in that part of his life where it's all about racking up on the numbers, if he in that part of life where it's all about the conquest, it ain't nothing you can do. Period. So don't even try. But you got to know your man and you got to know where he's at in life. So that's why I always tell people, even beyond this conversation, take your time. Get to know who you're dealing with. It's okay to slow walk. It's okay not to rush into something. Because once you go beyond a certain point, it ain't no going back. And it ain't like once you lay down with this dude, you sleep with the dude, you can take it back. Now your feelings is in it. And if he's still out there doing what he do, trust me when I tell you, it is nothing you can do about it. But if you are with a person and he's mature, and mature has nothing to do with age, because I know a lot of old niggas who is as immature as a 15-year-old. But if you're with a dude who's mature and he done seen some things in his life, he know what he want, he know what he trying to accomplish out there, and being with somebody who holds him down and he can hold down, if you find that man, you almost ain't got nothing to worry about. Unless, and here's the but, and this is what women need to understand, and then you can jump in on this. I'm a firm believer in the world of business. They say success is rented, not bought, and the rent is due every day. It ain't no different in relationships. Like that rent is due every day. You can't take no days off. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring your best self. You gotta bring it to the table every single day to remind whoever you with, man or woman, what they got at home. And it's important not to take your foot off the gas. It's important not to, once you got him locked in, put your feet up, and now you can sit back like, I'm good. I done had his kid. We've been together for X amount of time. No. Every day, you got to make this man still love you. You got to go hard doing the things that you know for him. For him. Because everybody is different. But for him, what is it that he loves about you? And that don't always have, matter of fact, most times it ain't got nothing to do with the way you look. It's those little things. But when you take your foot off the gas with the things that he loves, while he chose you, then you setting yourself up for a problem. And before I throw it to you, Rich, The young lady who asked that question, I absolutely positively think that there's redemption after cheating. People are human. People make mistakes. It ain't nobody out here on planet Earth that's above a mistake. We just talking about cheating. So why can't you learn from a mistake? Why can't a man or a woman say, yo, you know what? I see the damage I did. I understand the hurt that I put on somebody else. And I never ever want them to experience that hurt again. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to make up for what I did wrong. That's almost like saying there's no redemption after somebody does something and get locked up, and when they walk back out, oh, this is a ex-con. There's no redemption. Nah, it's a lot of people who did some bad things in this world. And they went and they sat down for a little while, they paid their debt, and while they were sitting down, they didn't just see, my life was ruined. They got to see the life that either they took or that they ruined or that they affected, and how many people was affected versus on the crime that they did. And they come out and they have a new perspective. So I absolutely think that there's redemption after cheating. But where you stand on that, Rich?
What you just said right there, I'm going to piggyback on. When you go to jail, after you reconcile yourself to the fact that you're going to jail, what's the hardest thing to do? People to come see you every week. When you go to jail, you almost want to sit in that motherfucker by yourself and be like, I'm gonna do this by myself, because it hurts me more to see people come see me every week through that glass partition than it does for me to sit in here and deal with what I'm dealing with, because these are my consequences. And every time you come see me on visiting day, I got that shit triggers in my mind what I did to you. Now, that's why I honestly believe that if people really sit within themselves, then you can correct your wrongs. So I totally agree with what you're saying. You can correct those wrongs. Now, with that being said, there's two different things that I have to say. One, I posted this meme the other day, and the meme said, once he gets caught cheating on you, he'll never trust you again. Once he gets caught cheating on you, he'll never trust you again. How deep is that? Because now, when you know you did some foul shit, your mind start playing tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you start thinking about get back and all of that. And that's just as strong in killing a relationship than her not being able to forgive you. Is you always thinking that she's on the get back trail. That's
real talk.
So now, do I think there's a chance that people get back after cheating? Absolutely. Keep your mouth shut. Deal with your problems within yourself. Don't go run to your friends. Don't go run to everybody, because the worst thing you can do is tell your family what's going on in your house if, in fact, you're not ready to walk away from that situation. Because now you've involved people, and they're giving you feedback, and they're doing all the things that they're supposed to do as family members that love you, but that's not where you are. So all you're doing is making it hard on yourself. Deal with your issues amongst each other, and if you can get over them, now you can move forward. If you can't get over them, then it's okay to say, yo, I don't think I could ever forgive you. But at least
that's real talk.
A fair opportunity. A fair opportunity.
Hold on, Rich. I want to bring some people. We got a lot of requests. If you trying to get in,
I bet.
hit this request. Women only, women only. Women only, jump in the conversation. Only if you serious. Please do not get on acting up.
Hello.
Hey, we can't see you.
I can't get in the camera. I look like shit. But I have a question.
What's your question?
Go ahead, babe.
Okay, so after I just got out of a narcissistic relationship where the guy was just like emotionally abusive, and like I'm trying to date again, but I keep seeing the signs of narcissists. Like every guy I date, he just gives me the same type of signs. Like I just see the red flags immediately. So it's like I'm really having a hard time because I see the fucked up people, like nobody with good intentions.
Hmm.
Rich, you wanna start?
Yeah, I'll start. First of all, where are you looking? Because chances are, if you're looking for people in the same place you found the last, if you're looking in the garbage can for new trash, only thing you're gonna find is new trash.
Okay, so I changed a lot about myself after the relationship. I started dating guys who like go to church, is more into God, and but I feel like because I'm not 100% like a good girl, so they're looking for like a churchy, really good girl, and then they see me, they look at things from the past like TV or different things that I've been through, and they just like change their mind about me. But I
Who are
also
you?
see.
Who are you?
Go ahead, sweetheart. You stop talking.
Okay, so I was on Catfish with you, Richie.
Oh, this is Sheila?
Yeah, and
All
then I
right,
was.
okay, all right. So here we go. So now, all
No,
right,
no,
we don't
no,
have to
don't
say
judge
no
off
more.
that. Okay, I'm listening.
We don't have to say no more. Sean, this is the young lady who I was on Catfish with. All the people in this motherfucking chat, you picked her, which is fine. Which is fine. Sheila, her name is Sheila, but she's a rapper, so she goes by the name of Sheila at times, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I deduced from our short, I guess, knowing you and seeing you on Catfish and things like that, then that you're looking for a certain kind of thing, and that doesn't give you a good relation. What you're looking for in a man is not going to be what's going to provide a good relationship for you.
Okay, can I say something? Catfish was a long time ago, so my
But
preferences,
but
my mindset has
Sheila,
changed.
you did Maury after that.
Okay, this is
You
a
did
different
Maury.
person though.
You did Maury. You did Maury after that.
Okay,
So now do you start seeing that there's a trend here? You
with
went from
TV,
Catfish to Maury.
is it a trend with what TV? Me putting my personal business out there?
You putting your personal business out there on these type of shows that would, for the most part, contradict wanting to be in real relationships. People don't really go to Maury to fix their problems.
I'm listening.
They don't really go to Maury to fix their problems. That's more of a television thing. Like, you might need to stop looking.
The relationship was over before I went to Maury. I just did it because it was just like a confirmation to find out like did he cheated. The relationship was already over. Once I caught him doing what he did and found out like how he was, I broke up with him. And then the Maury show was like, hey, you want to do this? So I'm like, well, I could find out whether he did cheat or not, but I already deaded him from the situation.
How'd the
And both
Maury show know about your relationship, Sheila?
because when I was dating him at the time when we were together, I did fill out the application to go on Maury. But then I caught him. I caught him doing everything he was doing, so I broke up with him.
How did
And
we end up on Catfish, Sheila?
how did we end up on Catfish? I wanted to meet you.
So,
But those are the past things, though. This is what I'm trying to say. Perez, I need you to, I want to focus on you, Perez, because I really like need your intellect on this. Like, that's my past. I'm not the same person. Like, I'm really changed everything about me. But I just feel like now that I know what to look for, it's all I see. As soon as I try to date, I see a guy. He seems like he deals with multiple women. I keep finding like the same thing, and then when I go for like the goody guys, I feel like I'm not good enough for them because I'm not 100% devoted into like. Wow, the whole police pulls up.
I mean, we got a few people waiting to get in this. So Sheila, I'm gonna give you my quick
Thank you, and
thought.
please don't try to judge off of Maury and Catfish because I feel like I
No,
changed
like
so much.
no. Here's what I will say. Honest to God, it sounded to me like you got a pattern. Even as much, and I respect and I love the fact that you said you changed. You know, I applaud that about you. But
Thank you.
maybe maybe in terms of doing personal development and changing yourself, you haven't changed what you're attracted to, if that makes sense. So maybe you have changed, but what you're going
Hmm.
after, it seems like you really do have a pattern. Um, and this has nothing to do with Maury. It has nothing to do with Catfish.
So what would
I
that
was
pattern
thinking this
be?
from.
Like, because Rich Dollars and the person I
It
went on
seems
to
like
Maury with
you.
is totally different situations.
No, it just seems like you're attracted to a certain kind of man, and maybe you need to maybe there's something about a certain kind of man that attracts you, and maybe you need to, just like you took time and you have changed yourself, and you're saying I'm not that person. That was 5 years ago. That was 7 years ago.
I'm
I've done
definitely
work
not that
on me,
person.
and I believe you. I honest to God, I believe you. But there are a lot of women who are good women who maybe never went on Maury. And it's something about the men that they pick. It just ain't never right. They don't pick the men that have the virtues that they have. They don't pick the men that want the same things that they want. But it's something in them that are attracted to these people, and they keep going through a cycle again and again and again and again instead of getting off that hamster wheel. So I'm just saying, the same way that you took time and you changed a lot of things about yourself, maybe you should take that same amount of time and evaluate, what do all of these men that I'm attracted to have in common, and then start going the other way. But it does seem like you are choosing men based on a pattern or based on something in you that's attracted to a part of them, and you're ending up with the same results. But I do believe that you changed. I really do.
Thank you for believing me, because I really do. I don't even look at, like I said, I look for the red flags now. If I see something that's not right, I'm out like immediately. But I do see that I'm dating more guys who are like into God, going to church. But I just feel like once they see that TV show or something happens from the past, it's
Yeah,
like
but you
it's a
know
wrap. It
something. You
doesn't
know
work
something.
out.
You know something, Sheila. And I want to let other people in here. And I'll say this before we jump. Maybe you should get ahead of it. Maybe you should let them know up front. You know, the same way you being honest with us. That was me. You know, I was
Yeah,
on a
I do. But
TV
some guys
show.
have literally just like met up with me just to talk about Catfish, or just like to see they see me on
Then
TV.
they're the
So they
wrong
just
guy for
like.
you anyway. They're the wrong guy for you anyway.
But thank
But
you for your
anyway,
help. I appreciate it.
you have a good night, Sheila.
You too.
Now, Sean. Now,
Yeah.
Sean. Don't sit
Now,
on this
Sean,
motherfucker
what?
every week with that political shit.
Why? That wasn't political. What was
All right?
political about that?
Because she talk
Why?
about red
Because
flags, and she talk about red flags, and we both sit on this right here on this blog right now and know that she is the red flag. I don't think she's a
Rich,
bad
I
person.
can't. Hold up. No, 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 no. I'm no. You not going. You not going. You got a personal relationship with this woman.
Mm-hmm.
People change. We just got through talking about there's redemption after cheating. Why can't Sheila, Sheila, have changed? You can't do that, Rich. Nah, like that
All
ain't
right.
cool.
Okay. All
All
right.
right,
All right.
like give her the benefit of the doubt. The same way we saying that a man deserved the benefit of the doubt, he might have messed up and came to his senses and see how he hurt a person. Maybe she looked in the mirror and said, "Yo, I I, I, I ain't been the nicest person. I ain't been the best person out here." So don't do that. We can't do that to people. Let me let somebody else in the
I'm not.
convo.
No, I'm not doing that to people. But when I see it, when I see a trend, when I see it, like you're right. You're right. People change. People change, and
Thank
people
you.
should get the benefit of the doubt. And I preface this by saying I don't think Sheila's a bad person. I think she actually is a pretty cool person. But I do see.
I mean, I don't know her. I don't know her. You know, would
I know
red
it
flags
strictly
go
from
up for me?
Catfish. I know it strictly from Catfish.
All right, well, let me see. If you're trying to get in the conversation, hit that request button. We're gonna be on for a little while longer. We got a little while longer.
One second. 1 second.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
she going in for the privacy.
Okay, I'm back.
You
So,
going for the
so
privacy.
what's the topic? I couldn't hear the topic.
What's the
You
Hello?
couldn't hear the topic. So what did you
No, the
request to get
topic
on for?
huh?
Why did you request to get on? We just said if you have any questions for us, just there ain't no topic. You the topic.
Okay. So I have a question. So why guys always cheat on girls? Like,
We just spent a half hour on that.
oh, I didn't hear clearly because people were talking behind the back, so I couldn't hear too much.
bye bye, beloved?
Hello?
Okay, so yeah, we just spent a half hour talking about why men cheat on women. Did you come on here late?
Yeah, I came late. That's why I guess.
Yeah, you gonna have to when we repost this, you're gonna have to go back and watch it because we literally just spent a half hour talking about that same question. Okay.
Okay. I'll come
All
on.
right, beloved. You have a good night.
Yo, Rich, as much as I want to let people in this conversation, I'm almost preferring me and you just have dialogue. I'm gonna try to let one more person in just because, but
We're gonna have to find a screening process or something, man. Where these
yeah,
niggas
like
at?
this is not it. This is not it. Please only hit the request button if you have a serious question. If you trying to get some serious answers or you trying to educate anybody who's listening in on this live. Let's see. Who we got coming up? If you're trying to get in the conversation, please hit that request button. I just let somebody in, but I'm not sure what happened. Hello? You got to be kidding me. How old are you? All right, Rich, I don't know if this is going to work, and it's driving me crazy. As much as I want to let people in the
As much
conversation,
this is
this is,
where as much
yeah,
as we
what'd you
want to
say?
have as much as we want to have a roundtable discussion with people that we don't know, this is what happens. We get 6-year-olds or people who don't even know what we talking about. It's fucking Sheila from Catfish. Yo, come on.
Yo, yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but we trying. But yo, let's stay on this cheating topic for a second, Rich. Or better yet, because they're one and the same. I answer from my standpoint, is there redemption after cheating? Can people change? Would you trust a girl who cheated on you? Do you think she could change?
It would take. See, this is the thing about once you cheat. Are you willing to do the same? Are you willing to do the things that it takes to get back with
Hello?
her? Oh, hello?
Yeah, I don't know what's up. Please,
Another one, bad service.
I think your service is bad. Let me exit out. Go ahead, Rich.
So, with that being said, are you willing to do the same things that it's going to take to get back into good graces? Because you can't tell that person what it takes for you to be, or when you're tired of doing what you need to do to reconcile. You can't. If you cheat on me, you can't tell me when you're sick of trying to get back in my good graces. It's when I let you back in. You understand? That's, to me, that's the biggest thing about people that cheat. Yo, I cheated, bro, but man, I ain't going through all that, bro. She bringing me down through there, yo. I don't feel like nah, bro, you cheated. You did that. You created that hostility. Now it's up to you to get back in the good graces. So however long that takes, whatever that takes, that's on you to do. But at the same time, if you accept me back, you can't beat me up every day.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, who we got?
Let me turn this around. Here we go.
Okay.
Peace and love, brothers. How y'all doing?
All right, how you?
Very good. Finally, somebody
I know, right?
get somewhere. Do me a favor.
I'm glad to have an opportunity to chime in on this conversation. It was some very interesting characters on here. I first want to say that I agree with a lot of what Rich was saying about the cheating. Here's my take on that. I have literally like a whole different take on it. I think a lot of what we consider to be cheating is not that. If people would be more honest about what it is they're looking for early on, then you don't even have the issues of what we call cheating. For me personally, I'm a little old school with it, so I believe that women really have to get to a place where they start to understand you can't do what a man do. I don't care what shape or form or fashion you want to put the conversation in. You can't run around and do what men do. So if we were more honest about what we wanted, then we wouldn't have a lot of the heartache that we tend to deal with.
And when you say honest about what you want, what does that mean specifically?
Like, be honest about what you're looking for. Oftentimes, and we're more of the emotional creature. We know that, right? Us being women tend to be a bit more emotional. If you know that you're looking for something more from this brother than what he's, I'm not even going to say able to give, than what he's to you that he's willing to give, then you have a choice to stick around and open yourself up and involve yourself in a situation where you're likely probably not going to get what it is you're looking for. But oftentimes, we'll play along and we'll act like we're not looking for the commitment, and I'm cool with whatever you want to do. And you can see other sisters that don't even bother me. And then all of a sudden she lays down, she get her emotions involved, her heart is broke, you're the worst guy in the world. And really, at the end of the day, I think stop lying to yourself. Be honest about what it is you want. Different seasons of our life require different things. I don't want now at 40 what I wanted at 20. What worked for me at 30 might not even work for me now at 40. Be honest about what you want. And like the young lady was saying, not to knock my sister, I sympathize, but she wanted to continue to stress to us how much she changed. Here's my take on that. When you change, you don't attract the same type of people. When you really, really do the work and you took the time to heal and get you all the way together, you don't even attract that kind of situation. That thing is almost like oblivious. You don't even look the same to people when you change. And the number one thing with that, when you change, you don't have to say that you changed. It's a behavior. It's integrity, it's character. So I'm not going to tell you that I changed. I'm not going to run into you and you know me from 5 years ago when I used to be a hot ass mess, but I know that I'm in a different space now. I don't have to tell that to you. You're going to know it when you encounter me. So again, it comes back to let's be honest about what we want, and you don't have to go through the heartache or the idea of someone cheating. And my thing about this, I'm going to piss a lot of sisters off with this one here. I don't believe that men can cheat. Crazy. Let me tell you why. For me, the appetite of a man is bigger. It's more. We're not meant to take in a whole lot of men, despite what people think. I'm a grown-ass woman. That's what they say, right? I could do what I want to do. He doing him, I'm going to do me. I don't ever want to do me to the point that I got a track record of laying down with a whole bunch of brothers, because now I done got up with all kind of trauma and stuff going on inside of me, and I can't figure out why. It's a very sensitive thing, and we don't take it very serious when we think about laying down with a person. We don't try to figure out what is it that you're going through. You might want to start asking the question of, what are you going through? Where are you at this stage of your life before I open myself up and let you deposit your energy inside of me? Men are different because y'all are not the receivers. We're the receivers. We take in. So for me with that is I've never had a problem with dealing with any brother that wanted to have a situation outside of me. We all serve a different purpose. You know, not for nothing, I'll keep it real plain for some of the folk on here that might not be of a certain wisdom. You can cook, sis, but you just might not be doing it for him in other areas. He may find somebody that can put it down for him, but she can't cook to save her damn life. We serve different purposes in people's life. Allow this person to know who you are and what it is you want so they can determine, does this serve me? So I think that's what it comes down to, like I said, just being honest with yourself first, and then being honest about what it is you want, and being honest enough to say, this might not work for me, and be willing to be okay with letting that person move on to a situation that works for them. I think we bring a lot of crap on ourselves because we lie to get what we want. And then when we get it and it's not what we thought it would be, then we say we're disappointed. Let's stop lying to ourselves and let's be honest about what we want.
Well said. I mean, I think it's it was very, very deep. I'm not a woman, but you definitely pissed off a whole hell of a lot of women.
And that's cool. And you know why I'm okay with that? And I apologize to cut you off, but you know why I'm okay with that? Because I had a problem too when I was in a season where I liked lying to myself and I wanted to believe the shit that was in my own head. But when you get real, and let me tell you how that happens, I'm going to piss them off again. Close your legs, take time to heal. You can't heal and you can't be right when you're going from one situation to another to another. I had a season of celibacy. It was just my choice, nothing religious. It was just me understanding I was in a situation, and if it wasn't the best situation, then I need to go back and reevaluate who I was, why I allowed certain things to happen, why even I may have been the toxic person, because we love to point the finger and not take accountability. So yeah, you have to have a period where you heal. Sit the hell down and close your legs and just heal and get right and get honest about what you want, and you can avoid a lot of situations. You might not be the catch you was this 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Operate in that season where you are now, period. Like you were saying earlier, something about having the adult children. Here's what I know. I'm a woman of value. I know my worth. I know that now. Had you asked me at 20 years old, I might not have been able to answer that question. I'm okay with that. So here we are, we're older, we're wiser, right? I have 2 boys that are grown. I'm an empty nester. No one's here. But I'm not getting mad and I'm not getting ready to run out here and try to be competition with the 20 and the 30-year-olds. It's some brothers that's looking for a 40-year-old woman that took the time to heal from her traumas. She real with herself first and foremost, and she's getting it. And another thing, I'm going to piss them off again. Sisters, ain't no brother impressed by the bag. Chase it. I'm not mad at you. Get your money. But men want peace. They're not looking for who beautiful. They're not looking for who got the biggest bag. They looking for who brings them peace, period. You know what that look like sometimes? A lot of men, my granddaddy used to say a man's man. I come from that generation. Here we are. We ain't even living in that generation no more because it's hard to find a man's man. But anyway, so a lot of men, real men, they want to be able to level you up and advance you. If you running around and you the independent, strong woman, I can do my own thing, I got my own paper, then you're really not leaving a lot of room for him to see, okay, so why would I be, where do I fit into this? I'm not saying y'all like to be needed, but men, responsible men, have to have something to be responsible for. So if that's a family, if that's a household, if that's children, if that's the 3 women that he's dating, whatever the situation is, you become irresponsible when you have nothing to be responsible for. So men want a situation where they can see, okay, I took her from here to there. Like Rich, we already know the history with you. You the man. It is what it is. You've advanced some folk. Folk done came into your life and they was at level 0 and you brought them to level 10. We ain't gonna say no names because I'm not that girl, but I'm just saying. And we saw it. And then here's what happened. You don't want to give people the credit for being the blessing in your life, which is what they were. It's easier just to act like you was that girl all along. You weren't that girl, sis. That was a good brother. He saw something in you and he decided to invest in you. His time, his money, his energy, all that. Stop lying to yourselves. You can get exactly what you're looking for. Like if you just want to get smashed, you can get that. That's out there for you. If you want commitment, that's out there for you. If you want a polygamous type of situation where you okay with the fact that the brother got a couple of other wives, that's out there for you. Everything that everybody's looking for is accessible. Just be honest about what you want and stop wasting people's time. I ain't in the business of wasting my time or anybody else's. I'm sorry.
I think we just became best friends. Did we just become best friends?
Well, go and check that inbox. I sent you a DM. Not on no nonsense, but I genuinely sent you something just to keep you encouraged, because I know a lot of times you caught the shitty end of the stick, so to say. And again, it's because people weren't willing to be honest. And it's okay because you, like me, just kind of sat back like, it is what it is. Because here's the thing about it. Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light.
You're going to have to wrap it up just a little bit because we got other people trying to get in the chat.
Okay, absolutely, of course. I respect that. But yeah, that was just my take on it. I didn't have a question. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there and let that plant that seed. And hopefully some folk will water it and make that thing grow and make it what it needs to be for them. But stop lying to yourself. Be honest about what you want.
What's your name?
Nakaya.
Nakaya. Very, very nice to meet you.
You too. You too.
Definitely some real insight.
I appreciate you. I gotta turn my notifications on now so I can see when you go live. I wasn't really familiar with you, I gotta be honest, but I was paying attention and I'm like, oh, this is a good conversation. I gotta get in on this. But I appreciate you. I'm gonna check out your platform and follow you and see what you got going on, brother.
I'll do the same.
Like,
Nakaya, thank you so much.
Yes. Bless you.
I know, Rich. You know, shout to Nakaya. That is 100% a very honest point of view. I mean, everybody's different. You know, I don't even have a response to that. You?
I mean, like you said, everybody's different, and she just, and you know, what I took from it was just, yo, be honest and live your truth. Be honest with yourself and live your truth. It's all for me. Her whole conversation was just be self-aware and live your truth. And there's somebody for you. There's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, but you want to know, here's my only disagreement, and I don't want to sound like a sucker, but it is what it is, right? It's a lot of people who are living their truth, and they get with somebody who act like they live in their truth, but somebody in that relationship ain't honest. And what I mean by that is a lot of these women out here, right? They trying to find something that's stable. They trying to find something that's real. And dudes come in and they present themselves. I go to church. You know, I done been through this period and this season in my life. And you exactly what I'm looking for, this, that, and the third. But the dude ain't changed. Or vice versa. And I'm only speaking because we're men. What she's saying, I get it. I love it. But that only works if both sides are being extremely honest about what they're looking for. And a lot of reason that these women get hurt is because somebody walk in their life and they tell them everything that they want to hear. Everything they want to hear. But nigga ain't have no good intent. And I ain't even gonna say he ain't had no good intentions from the gate. It's just he presented his representative and came in and he given the best side of himself, the side that he knows she want, but he ain't honest. And then she get hurt, and now she looking at all men like they dogs. So if everybody operated the way Nakia said, the world would be a wonderful place. Unfortunate, most people don't operate on that level of honesty. And that's the only problem I see with what she said. Because no matter what you into, it's out here for you. It really
Exactly.
is. But most people, and here's the deal, Rich, most people just ain't honest with themselves. Like most people straight up, they not honest with who they are. So how can they be honest with you if they can't look in the mirror
Yep.
and say, this is what I'm really looking for? I don't care if my family don't respect this. I don't care if this person don't respect it. There's a lot of dudes out here that's looking for them chicks that everybody talk about. Like them chicks who's out there. They want somebody who's a straight up smut. That's what they attracted to. But that ain't something that you can just say. That don't come off right in conversation. It ain't a whole lot of Kanye Wests out there who say, yo, give me the chick that everybody in their mother had. Matter of fact, give me the chick that everybody in this room had. I know every single person that you done been with, but I still love you. I still want you. That ain't really socially acceptable. So a lot of times dudes is dishonest with who they are. And women, they're dishonest with who they are. The only way that really works is if people are truthful and honest from the gate. And more times than not, even outside of relationships, people do not look in the mirror. You can look in the mirror and no matter what's looking back at you, you would tell yourself something completely different because most people just ain't honest with who they are, period. We're going to let one more person in and we close it out. You cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, my girl is on. Josie.
Who?
Oh, Miss Joe. I hope she's still in there, huh? With my girl, I see my girl Miss Jones just tried to get in. Let me see if I can get in the conversation.
Oh, Joe.
Jonesy, where you at, girl? I just let you into the conversation. Get on. I don't know what happened to her. I'm gonna wait and see if she come back. We got a couple of questions in here too, Rich.
She's still in here. Only
Somebody,
Josie won.
yeah, no, I hit and I let her I sent the request out, but she ain't come in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
I let one more person in. Jonesy, if you trying to get back in, we waiting on you, girl.
She said I can't get in. She's saying I can't get in.
Oh, damn. Log back out and then try to log back in.
Shout out Ron Stu. Shout out Slick Rick. What's up, Slick? Shout out Jonesy. Obviously, Stephanie Gale's in the building. I see all my people.
I just sent Jonesy the request again, and for whatever reason, she cannot get in. So I don't know what's going on. Damn, Jonesy.
She said it must be God.
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on. But Rich, we gonna end it. I mean, we got a few people trying to come in. It's on you. We about an hour. So however you want to take it.
It's up to you. We can do one more. Go ahead, do one more.
All right. Matter of fact, I see a couple of dudes in there. Like I'm not letting them dudes in the conversation. So I think we end it here.
No.
Yeah,
Nah, we good.
I'll check one more time.
There'll be another dude. There'll be another day for dudes, but today's not that day. I don't want to hear niggas about they cheating prowess.
Jonesy, I just sent you another request. If you can get on, you get on. If not, we're gonna shut it down. All right, y'all. Richie D, next week. We back on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, back next week we on Wednesdays.
All right, so Wednesdays, what time? What time you want to do? Let's do 7:30. Let's go back to 7:30. I think tonight was a little late.
All right, 7:30 it is.
All
All
right,
right,
see
so
y'all
next
next week.
Wednesday, 7:30. We in the building.
All right, one.
All right, Joe.